Land here, where it is raining and grey. I was saying yesterday that I need to create a tally as to how many times I say it's grey and windy and raining and all the Tassie things. Although summer is nice and we're getting to summer, we'll get there soon. So, good morning and welcome to Friday, the 26th of September. I hope you are well this morning. I know I have been in a very savage mood. This Scorpio moon has got me good. And yeah, and yesterday, Scorpio moon, I did the video. Louise was here with me. Is this you here, Louise, now? And yes, we had a session and then yeah, 11 minutes and it condensed it down into two and it was just jumpy. So I just deleted it straight away. So yesterday was pretty much, we were sitting in the depths. Ah, look, I've got people. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Kath. Hello, Claire. Yes, so nice to see you guys. Good morning, Helen. Oh my God, I woke up in a bad mood. And then we had the moon trine the North Node at 8 o'clock, and I was like, snap out of it. So I did. Hey, Alicia. Good morning, Linda. So yes, this moon in Scorpio, it's a big one, all right. So it got me, but the moon is now conjunct my sun, all right. So I was sitting in those deep feelings. The moon came up to that north node where I was able to readjust my trajectory, and I'm in a bad mood, but oh no, no, I'm not in a bad mood. I just still feel savage, and there's a difference. I just feel like, "Urgh." I just said to Mick, we need to do some boxing. He said to me yesterday, you want to do boxing? And I was like, yes, I do. Today, I'm like, I really need it. And how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling this deep internal grind, I guess? So that's the only word that came to my mind. So, in the words today that I wrote last week, I wrote inhale and exhale. So remember to breathe. If you are experiencing this tension, the hoons are out this morning. Yeah, they're trying to kill themselves, Kath. The Pluto wants some people. And Amy's got 100%. Yeah, all right. Okay. So everybody just remember that, this is primal. That's a good way to put this. It is primal. All right. So I know when I was looking when I had the bad mood, good morning, Louise. I was like, "Arr," and then the moon came up over the horizon. Oh, there you go. And I was like, oh, that's better. Okay, so it's visible now, right? So my experience became visible when the planet came up over the horizon. All right. So there's something about being aware of this thing that is greater than yourself. I did amend the words a little bit from my book. What did I write? There's something about being aware of something greater than yourself, especially when you can blame a bad mood on the planets. It has rules, and when you see them for how simple they really are, the full picture can be seen for what it is, a guide to our own behavior. All right, so, and that's pretty much it. Now, just like yesterday, the moon and Jupiter are the only things making aspects. All right. So when I talk about things becoming exact, it's because, like, oh, there we go. Alicia is feeling the same. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that Scorpio moon. So, sorry. So when I'm talking about things becoming exact, because they are applying, all right, they are moving towards. Then we have that exact, and then they separate. So I just use applying aspects, unless it's a big one, all right, like I don't know, Sun conjunct Pluto, or like this grand trine kite thing that we have in the sky. The sun is now at 3. Uranus and Pluto are still at 1, so they are part separating, but they're still quite influential. So it's like a judge the vibe type of thing. All right, so Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars making no applying aspects. So you could feel like you're completely guided by the moon today, because that's how it is. All right, our personal planets are just that everybody's standing in the wall of the room. All right, they're just like watching other shit go on. And Jupiter is trine Saturn. That is good, all right, because that allows us to be aware of our responsibilities and find balance when we need. The Sun is in Libra. We can bring that in. And then we're also aware of new opportunities to expand our world. All right, there's Jupiter, and if we do the disciplined work, then we can, like I said, expand our awareness and opportunities. And then that square to Chiron, Jupiter square Chiron, is more about considered action. It is the wisdom and knowledge that we hold of our past experiences that allows us to amend our everyday experiences in our current existence. All right. So, when we're like, oh, when we have experiences and we integrate them or we embrace the lesson, then we're able to see those flags flying. All right. So we recognize energy when it is approaching us, and we're like, ding, ding, ding. Oh my God, you are a representative of my old patterns of behavior, and I am going to like remember the lesson and go, no, I am bigger and older and wiser now, and I am not going to do that same thing anymore. So yeah, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, all not making any other aspects either. All right, so Moon, let's have a look. So at 3 p.m. today, or I've already said at 8 a.m. we had that Moon trine North Node, sextile South Node. My example was I recognized my emotion, the Moon, and I was able to adjust my trajectory and let go of the bad mood. Like I said, I'm still feeling primal, but I'm not in a stupid savage. I'm not in a bitchy mood anymore. All right, I'll let it go. All right, so there was that. Now at 3 p.m. we have Moon trine Jupiter. Fucking thumbs up. All right, this is feel good activities, confidence, optimism. Love that. Even though we're in this Scorpio moon feels, we can still have some confidence. All right, now, after 12 o'clock, the moon starts to trine Saturn. All right, so here we are. Hello, Mikkel, how are you? So, moon trine Saturn after 12. We might get our mojo. We might be like, okay, I've got a job to do. Let's just get stuff done. All right, so there's that discipline and responsibility. Even though we're feeling, we can still, Saturn in Pisces, we may have these foundational beliefs that we are digging through, Moon in Scorpio, and we're just like, okay, shit's got to get done. Let's just do it. All right. So that is exact tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So we can work with that all day after 12. After 4 o'clock, we have the moon starting to oppose Uranus. Think shifts, changes, unpredictability. Hello, Genevieve. How are you? Oh, Karen, hello. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Oh, I like that. Um, so that Uranus opposition is 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now that I'm sort of feeling into that, I just think it's exactly that. We're all in these really deep feels, and if we're trying to continue to become aware of maybe the lessons and what the deeper meaning is, maybe we can just shift and adjust. Good morning, Auntie Pat, how are you? And then after 5, the trine to Neptune starts, and that is exact at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So again, I just think if we can spiritualize or philosophize or connect in with our experiences, we're going to find something much deeper and more meaningful. If you are still feeling primal, then, go do some exercise. That's Mars, Pluto. Exert the energy in a different way. All right. Now, between 6 and 11 p.m., the moon is in conjunct Chiron. All right. So, from all of those things, you can see that our deep feelings are exposed. It may be like an exposed nerve in your tooth. You touch it and it hurts. You have a drink and it hurts. Like you do something and there is a reaction. All right. So again, Scorpio. All right. Or we can be the eagle, or we can be the phoenix, we can be the lizard, we can be the snake. Like, there are so many different versions of Scorpio. We can hide under a rock, we can sting people unnecessarily, we can embrace the fact that we can fly above the situation to see what the bigger meaning is, or we can go into the fires, fully embrace the lessons, feel the hurts, forgive and move on. And that's more of that phoenix energy, to like really go into the experience and then learn from it. So a lot definitely. All right. So and at the bottom that I didn't put in the words, I have written, hi Ali, how are you? um I have put into action these things you know to be true. All right, because we all have our own beliefs and philosophies. Like, I'm just interpreting the planets. You all have your own sense of spirit, and you all have your own knowing. So hello Claudine, how are you? Mwah. Nice to see you. So yes, look, we all know what we know to be true, and we've just gotta do the hard thing. Like the more we the more we move into the things that we resist, the easier it is to get through. If that makes sense. If you get that, then amazing. So let's have a look at a card today. All right, we've got our Scorpio Moon cards. I think yesterday was temptation. So let's see what today is going to give us. What is the perfect card? I actually lit an incense. I usually light an incense to Hygeia, or, whoever the day is. But today I was like, Pluto and Mars, you can have my offerings today. I'm definitely going to honor that primal stuff. Oh, this one. Ooh, I've not had this card before. Patience. Something that I don't feel like I have right now. All right, it is card number 23. Let's have a look. All right. Okay, here we go. You must develop patience in all areas of your life. Patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstances that you are facing. Yeah, I do. I just use this Inner Sagal card, these cards for Scorpio Moon. I know, hilarious, isn't it? All right, so okay, patience requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that you might be missing. If you are impatient with a particular person, instead give them space. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a person or a situation without being aware of all the details. You have an opportunity to let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation, not what someone is saying or doing, but why. Well, like that. Patience can also be connected to a health condition you are recovering from, a new diet or exercise program you have embarked on, or a new course of study that you have begun. Oh my God, that's specifically for me. I am getting so frustrated with my exam right now. Thank you. I'm glad everybody needed this, because I was just expressing to Michael, and he used my words against me, which gave me the shits. So I am, as you know, I'm doing my exams. I'm doing the first one, and I am getting better. I am understanding it more, but I am still coming up against blockages, and it's hard. I'm really struggling. I'm getting better. Every day it's getting better, but just that frustration. I dreamt about the fucking exam all night. It was just like, get out of my head. All right, get out of my head. So, so yeah. So, we've all got these things that we need to be patient with, and they are trying to teach us deep and meaningful lessons. And, this Scorpio moon's just like, "Grrr." So, you can do the phoenix, you can do the eagle, you can do the scorpion, or you can do the snake. So, take your pick today. But I just, just get through it. All right. So as the word said, inhale and exhale and just keep going. All right. So, like that 3 o'clock mark when the moon is trine Jupiter, I feel like that might be the uplift that we needed. Thank you, Louise. I know I've got it. It's just this primal grrr that is just there. Everybody's got this. We are allowed to be angry and frustrated. We're allowed to have all of our feelings as long as we don't stew in them too long. So, so thank you, always. All right, ladies, I thank you so much. I feel so much better now that I've jumped on and done this. So for my 9:30 coaching group, come and join me and we can do charts and chats and just see how everybody else is getting affected by this Scorpio moon. So, and if you're interested in joining, then just shoot me a DM. We've got a lovely group of ladies that we all get on and have great chats. So, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. No, I won't see you guys tomorrow because it's the weekend. But will get my words. Actually, you know what? Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday is going to be completely different because we have a Sag moon over the weekend. All right, so way more willing to play and get outside and have adventures and go do things that fill your cup. All right, so the opposite of what today's might be a little bit draining, so again remember to breathe. So see ya.